Next one. Provide answers to the following. We are now breaking down the case and what we are supposed to look out for. Provide answers for the following. What is happening in the case? What are they asking you to do? When are they doing it? Where is the thing happening? What is the context of the case? What industry is it happening in? Where? Why is it that the company is having this challenge that it is facing now? Why? Who is responsible for what? And then, how can you solve their issue for them? Very important. What is wrong with the company? What is the position of the company now? Where is the context of the case? Why is the company facing the challenges that you have identified? Why? Why you did pistol framework and you realize that the political factors are strong? Why are they strong like that? You realize that the economic factors are really affecting the business. Why are they affecting the business? How? How can you now, what you have identified, what strategy do you suggest that they deal with it? Very important. And then who is responsible for what? Or who must do what? If there are people they must sack them, you have to suggest that they should sack them. Because you're a strategist. They have a kind of idea, okay? Depending on the fact that it is realistic.
What?
Yes. What is the tax being asked? What is the problem the company is facing? Are you getting the idea? So what are you asked to do? What's the question? Do you get the idea? Or what are you looking for at the end of the day? Why did they come to you? Maybe they came to you for a strategy. They came to you for an advice.
This is the exam hall.
Yeah, this is going to come in the exam hall. When the questions now come, you have to be able to contextualize it. Next one.
In the reading English,
English, there's a grammar. In the try now, Obi be draw 15 pages.
Chief examiner's reporting, so I'm saying I'm not going
So candidates were writing outside the questions.
Current one, the chief examiner needs to be cool to be.
Yeah, you can quote somebody. Brofupa and Profotro. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Next one. Do not merely recite ratios. Do not merely recite ratios. Do not merely recite ratios or present figures. That is why ratio analysis is important. And we calculated the ROSI, and the ROSI has increased by 20%. And so what? We can see it. Do you understand it? That's what we mean by that. Don't just calculate ROSI and put it down. Why is the ROSI like that? What is the implication of the ROSI? What can the ROSI do to the company going forward? That is what we mean. That is what we mean. It's not calculating ROSI, no, but why is it like that? What are the causes and what are the implications of what? The ratio. So these are the three things you look for when you're dealing with ratios and presenting figures. Why is it like that? What are the implications of it going forward? And what are the causes? Why is the company where it is now? That's very important. That's very important. Next one. Support reasoning and judgment with factual data whenever possible. Support reasoning and judgment with factual data whenever possible. Don't just talk. This is what we mean. Like we say in Ghana, don't just talk by heart. Like, don't just open your mouth and write something in the exam hall. Whatever you write, if there is any factual data, if there is anything in the case that you can refer to it. Refer to it. That's very important. So you support your judgment, your reasoning, based on what? Factual data. So if you say corporate governance issue, you think the corporate governance issue is not good for the company, why are you saying that? There should be something in the case that is what? Indicating that. So quote from the case and support it with your answer. How we are getting it? So you lift it from the case to support your answer. That's what we mean here. So support reasoning and judgment with factual data where possible.
Do not
merely recite ratio or present figures. Then, this is one of the key things in the exam hall. Emphasize the implication, the recommendation and the strategy implication. Emphasize the recommendation and the strategy implementation. Implementation. One thing you can be assured of in the exam hall is this. One thing you can be assured of in the exam hall is this, that you will be making recommendations. You will be suggesting strategies. Nemo, as we did in strategy evaluation, you suggest strategy by looking at three main criteria. Is it suitable for the company? Suitability. Is it acceptable to all the stakeholders? And is it something the company can do? Visibility. Please, if there is anything you will forget, this is one of the things you don't want to forget. And I can guarantee you, a benchmark on this thing is waiting for you in the exam hall. Because definitely you will make a recommendation. Definitely you will suggest a strategy. But the thing is it suitable for the company? Is it acceptable? Is it feasible?
So, in this instance, if you are to suggest a recommendation, would it be okay to just start by writing something that in suggesting my recommendation?
Yeah.
First of all, I have to identify whether it is suitable, whether it is suitable for the company.
Good.
Is it acceptable?
Will it be accepted by the stakeholders you have identified in the case, the major stakeholders?
And then will it be feasible?
Feasible. Do they have the money? Do they have the resources? Do they have the expertise to undertake those things? And even some quantitative analysis will have to come in. Ratios. Bring in, and then investment appraiser will come in.
Oh, the case study will be more than 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
I think it's 120.
No, it's 3 hours.
But
all the time is 3 hours. But the 3 hours is divided into a couple of things.
40 minutes for reading.
Yeah, I'll come there. The whole thing is 3 hours, but they have break it down into some way to help you.
3 hours now.
And 3 hours. So the real answering is like 2 hours. You use 40 minutes for reading, 15 minutes for planning, I think 5 minutes for reviewing. I will come to that area.
So after you've written this, before you can now come to the recommendations 1 and 2.
No, you are making a recommendation. So give me a recommendation. Maybe one, the entity is struggling financially and you want to increase its profitability. What recommendation can you make? The entity is struggling financially.
Sure. New equity.
They should issue new equity to raise shares, to raise funds. Okay. How suitable is that? Remember we spoke about the suitability as the fact that it must be part of the mission of the company. It must be part of the objectives of the company. Now, a strategy that will be suitable must be in line with an existing strategy. Are you getting the idea? So if we say they should issue shares, maybe in the question, the shareholders don't want dilution. That means your strategy of their issuing shares will not be suitable.
It will not be acceptable as well.
Will not be acceptable as well. It's visible, but it's not suitable.
They have to reduce costs by cost leadership.
So they have to reduce costs. Like they are struggling financially. So would that be suitable based on their strategy? Would that be suitable based on where they are now? The objective is to have market share across the world. So if you say they should reduce costs, how would that be suitable? It is very challenging. But your understanding of these three things are going to be critical. Because as I said, I can guarantee you there is a benchmark on this one. Because at the end of the day, as a strategist, you need to advise the company. When you are advising, advice be here for all companies. If I put you as a strategist for EcoBank, the advice you give to EcoBank will be different from the advice you give to FNB Bank. Or GN Bank. Are you getting the idea? So that is very important. Emphasize the recommendation and the strategy implementation, taking into consideration suitability, acceptance, and visibility.